Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everyone joining from different parts of the globe. Omega Pyramid, Dallas, PSSM Corporate, and Pyramid Valley International welcome you all to day 229 of Stillness Beat, your daily dose of meditation and wisdom. So, friends, let's begin as usual the session with meditation. I invite Master Balaji to guide us into meditation. Good morning, Balaji.
Good morning, Sirisha. Good morning, my dear friends, masters and gods. Let us start our daily meditation. Kindly take a comfortable posture. You may sit either on floor or on chair, however you are comfortable. Be seated comfortably. If you are sitting on floor, kindly squat your feet. If you are sitting on chair or sofa, kindly cross your feet either left on right or right on left, however you are comfortable with. Let your posture be as comfortable as possible. If you are wearing any eyeglasses, kindly remove them off. They are not required while meditating. Gently close your eyes and clasp your fingers and start observing the breath flow, which is moving inside and outside. Keep observing the normal, natural, easy, soft, simple, and tranquil breath. Be with your breath, my dear friends. Try to make your mind as empty as possible. When you are observing the breath flow, which is moving inside and outside, the mind rather becomes empty. When the mind becomes empty, you will experience the inflow of cosmic energy from the cosmos. Be with your breath, my dear friends. We are meditating for our own selves. Meditation, when done regularly, gives you good health, peace of mind, and creates a way for enlightenment. Be with your breath. Keep observing the breath flow. Follow the breath. Let us delve into deep meditation with the help of music. Kindly do not open your eyes. Be with your breath. We'll be meditating for 45 minutes. Kindly keep observing the flow of breath. In this 45 minutes, let us not think about anything. Be with the breath. Be with your breath, my dear friends. Let there be no thoughts in your mind. For this 45 minutes, kindly make our minds as empty as possible. Be with your breath. Be with your breath, my dear friends. Keep observing the breath flow. Bring your focus onto your heart center. Kindly say to our own selves, I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Say to your own selves the 4 agreements of Toltec. I will be impeccable with my words. I don't take anything personally. I don't make any kind of assumptions. I always do my best. Be with your breath. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Without opening your eyes, kindly place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. And you may open your eyes when you are ready. Thank you, my dear masters, who have done a meditation for 45 minutes, which is so very beautiful. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Balaji, for that wonderful guidance. Thank you so much. So, friends, let's move on to the next part of the session, wisdom sharing. So, I invite Prithvi to share today's wisdom on Arishadvargas. Good morning, Prithvi.
Good evening, Sirisha. Thank you so much. And thank you, Balaji. And thank you all friends for meditating. So we start a fresh week with the new theme, Arishadvargas. So what exactly are Arishadvargas? We might have an idea about it, right? The 6 enemies of mind. Ari means enemies. Shad means 6. Vargas are like the category. So Arishadvargas, Shadripus, it is also called as Shadripus. These are natural negative impulses of mind. Whether we are conditioned in certain way or not, when the mind gets developed, these 6 negativities are very natural to be there in human mind. But the actual root cause of all the Arishadvargas, all the 6 Arishadvargas, there's one root cause. And for each of them, each Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, all 6 Arishadvargas, they have individually one particular root cause for from where they arise. But all of them have one particular root cause, and that root cause is, any guesses? What could be the root cause of all the negatives of the mind, the enemies of the mind? That which is also responsible for our suffering. Food habits, expectation, ego, desire. Desire is karma. Those are the Arishadvargas: attachment, karma, ego. Yeah, I see Sirisha saying ignorance. Ignorance is the right word. Ignorance of what? Even Buddha also told, for all the suffering, the main reason is ignorance. Ignorance of what? What are we ignorant about? What is the knowledge that we are not carrying with us? The ignorance of we being the mind. these negatives, the Arishadvargas, are the qualities of mind. And they are the difficulties or defilements of mind. If there is disturbance in the mind, we are also getting disturbed. Desire is disturbing us. Anger is disturbing us. The greed is disturbing us. The jealousiness is disturbing us, means we are getting identified with the mind. So we are so much unconsciously attached or identified with the mind. That is the base or the root cause of all the six Arishadvargas, or the ignorance, the suffering that we go through. So finally, the message that we have been every week that we have been, saying that you're not the body, you're not the mind, will remain as it is. But the attachment of these defilements, the mind, is so unconscious, we are not aware. Our awareness has to grow more and more with our meditation. That is the reason we are trying to understand every aspect of mind, so that whenever that pops up, we can catch the mind. We can observe and create distance with the mind, and always be with the truth that we are the source, we are the soul. We are not the body, we are not the mind. The moment we get attached with all of these difficulties of the mind, that means we are getting attached with the mind. So today we're going to actually look at the first Arishadvarga, which is Kama. Kama means the desire. So before I get into the subject, I want to ask you all one question, and I want all of us to answer it very honestly. We are not going to be judged with what the answer is going to be, but very, very honest, because this is a very true reflection that we have to truly be doing it. So in the next 12 months, that is 1 year, you're just as you are right now. There's no change that is going to happen externally. Your circumstances, situations, whatever you are in, will remain as it is. Your internally also, you remain as you are. Nothing has changed for next 12 months. And even after that, without any change at this condition, remaining as it is after 12 months, would you be content about your life and about yourself? Yes or no? Ask this question very honestly to yourself. If nothing changed externally and internally, would you still feel grateful? Would you still feel content with what life has given to you and who you are? Yes or no? Some of us are saying yes, and some of us are saying no, not at all. Lack of growth. No. Yeah, some of us are saying yes, we would be content. So this answer, it would be challenging to answer it. Okay. So this is a very deep reflection, friends, because life is abundant. Life has given everything to us. The outer circumstances are temporary. Even though if it is not going to change, today, right now, however we are still abundant, because we are the source of creation. If we forget that, we will fall into suffering, because we are getting attached with the Arishadvargas. And these Arishadvargas, if one gets triggered, it is interconnected. It triggers the other one. If we get into Kama, that triggers Krodha. And Krodha will give rise to Lobha. Krishna says that in Bhagavad Gita that all these three, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, they three become a very strong weapon which will not allow a person to get into liberation. We are so unaware, it is in the unconscious mind, unconscious level. So we have to truly understand what are these Arishadvargas and how do we connect to our true source and get out of that avidya. Avidya is ignorance. So today we will start with Kama. Kama is the desire, the craving that we have, the want that we have, which is very unconscious, subconscious, and conscious. We think consciously, I'm not wanting much in life, but unconsciously, we have desire for a lot of things. There's a story from Mahabharata. It's a beautiful story about Yayati. You might have heard about this king, Yayati. He had everything in his life. He was healthy, wealthy, he had the entire kingdom to enjoy, and he loved to enjoy. He had a lot of desire for sensual pleasure. So he was enjoying. Somehow, in between, his father-in-law didn't like the way he was living, so he cursed Yayati for premature old age. So when he was young itself, he became very old. Old age is like you giving up your desires, right? It's the end of desires. So what he does is now he wanted to trade off his old age and get back the youth from his own sons. So he'll ask his sons to give the youth back to him. His first son will reject it. And finally, his youngest son, Puru, he will be very devoted towards his role as a son. He thinks it's his duty to give what his father is asking. So out of love, he will trade. Puru gives his youthfulness to his father, Yayati. Yayati takes his son's youngness, the youthness, and he starts again getting into the pleasures and doing what he wants. He starts enduring in all kind of pleasures. And he does it not just for 1 or 2 years. He does it for 1,000 years. Yet his desire was not quenched. His wanting never became, it didn't ever end. And finally, after thousands of years, 1,000 years, he finally realizes, oh my God, I am enduring myself into so much of enjoyment, into so much of desires. I'm feeding my desire every single day for 1,000 years, and it is not extinguishing at all. So that means by feeding my desire, I can never extinguish it. That was a moment of realization for him. And then he goes back and gives back his youthness and gets into meditation. And he gets into the forest. So this story has something very deep for us to understand. So let's see quickly what this karma, the desire, how it takes over our subconscious and unconscious mind. So the karma is the hunger. It is the wanting, the hunger that never says, yes, this is enough. Consciously, we might not feel that, okay, we are enough. This hunger is so unconscious. It happens at the unconscious level. So when you are wanting something, when you say, I want this, particularly whatever it is, what exactly are you looking for when you say, I want this? When we look at the King Yayati's story, he finally realized that desire is not necessarily extinguished by indulgence. Indulgence can intensify the thirst for more. We have heard this, right? We want something, we want to have a better car, and after we buy that, The desire, the pleasure is just gone in some few days. Again, we start comparisons. We want again something else. The objects will keep changing. Our wanting will not end. So, desire is never quenched by enjoyment or fulfillment or indulgence. Like how the fire fed with butter, it only blazes more. You keep giving butter, pouring butter to fire, the fire will become more, right? It'll never end. It'll never extinguish, right? So pleasure is not the problem. Indulgence with the things or enjoying things are not the problem. We are not saying that you should not enjoy, but the belief that the pleasure will complete me is the problem. First of all, why are we getting into that indulgence? Why do we want something? That will take us to the root cause. It's not the object that will make us feel better. What it is making us feel better is something very important that we need to understand. The belief that if I have money, I would be okay. And that will give me some kind of secure feeling. And where is that coming from? We will see the root cause. And the more we get indulged with desire, we develop psychological dependence on it. For example, I want to eat ice cream. I'm just taking very basic example. I like to eat ice cream and it somehow makes me feel better. Anytime I'm stressed, I feel like eating ice cream. While I am eating ice cream, if I enjoy it completely, 100%, I will not crave it again and again for ice cream, even for months together. I'll be satisfied completely if I am totally into it. But what happens with craving is, once I know, okay, this ice cream makes me feel better when I'm stressed. Every time I'm stressed, I will go to the ice cream. It creates a dependency for it. Psychologically, we start depending on it. A lot of people eat food emotionally. It's a psychological dependence. It's not the physical need. Food is not being any more physical need for a lot of people. So we end up consuming something because we are dependent on it. This is what, in psychology, liking and wanting, they differ this. I like ice cream, I enjoy it. That's a different story. I can like something, I can indulge in it, I can totally enjoy it. But if I start craving for it, if I want it more and more, that means I am getting into addiction. I'm getting into a dependency on it to make me feel something out of it. So there is always the unconscious cue before the choice. Before even we go grab the ice cream or even just look into the phone, there would be nothing to do with the phone. We just pick up the phone unconsciously. We just see there is no notification, no messages, nothing, but still we will open something and we start scrolling. That's an unconscious behavior, right? The desire sometimes becomes like it takes over. It's even before you become conscious about what you are doing, the desire has taken over. A lot of times we have this question, I don't know why I reacted like that. After reacting, we think, I shouldn't have reacted that way. I knew I shouldn't have done it, but still I did. We regret, right? I wasn't hungry, but suddenly I had to eat something. I knew I shouldn't check my phone. I have taken some oath to, be away from phone, but still my hand just went to that phone and it just looked into it and started getting indulged with it. We have been hearing that we shouldn't be looking out for approval. I know that I don't need approval, but still somehow I feel good when somebody appreciates, when somebody validates. Where is this coming from? It's coming from a condition, a story that mind is telling us. With all of these desires, the wanting, what are we really seeking for? We are seeking for completeness. The root cause of karma is the lack, the inner incompleteness. Somehow in our childhood, we have made, feel, or go through experience like we are not enough. We need to prove our worth to get attention. So that incompleteness has grown into desires. The objects keep changing in our reality, but the underlying feeling being sought remains the same. We keep seeking something to feel complete within. The question beneath every want, what feeling am I expecting this to give me? Now, we want money because we want to feel secure. When I get this, I will feel this, is what we will keep telling ourselves, right? When I am beautiful, I am accepted. So we do everything to look beautiful so that people accept us. We want to achieve so that we feel worthy. We have a strong identity of ourselves. So we chase success to feel worthy. In fact, even spiritual experiences, we chase spiritual experiences because we want to feel special. So beneath every want, there is a feeling of incompleteness. We are not feeling complete within. And that feeling will trigger something, the old wound within us. For example, right now, with a lot of reprogramming of your subconscious mind, with all the inner work, right now you might be consciously feeling very confident at your workplace, at your career, at whatever you're doing. You might be feeling like, yeah, I am confident now. I don't doubt myself. I love myself. I feel enough about myself. But somehow you see somebody else gets promotion in your workplace and you don't get the promotion. Quietly, unconsciously, somewhere, you start feeling, why not me? And why that person? It's you start becoming restless about it. The tension arises, the comparison comes, the jealousy starts. You now want to prove that you are also eligible for promotion, right? Where is that coming from? That is coming from a very rooted belief that I'm not good enough. Now I need to prove myself. So you are not responding to the promotion that happened to your colleague. You're responding to your old wound, which said you're not good enough or you're not enough. And that turns out into a karma, a desire. And everything, all other 6 enemies follows. They are interconnected. So when that desire, the karma feeds, it feeds the pain body. It starts showing the lack in you. And again, you start coming up with a desire. Now you want to prove your worth. You will work hard. You will do everything to get that promotion so that you feel successful. Finally, you get the promotion, you feel successful, but yet you don't feel complete within. Because anything that you do outside is a temporary relief. Anything and everything that you do outside to make yourself feel complete is a temporary relief. It will never make you feel complete. After getting that promotion, also you start seeking something else. You will start desiring for something else. In everyday life, this is happening very unconsciously with our relationships, with our parents, with our spouse, with our children, everybody, colleagues, our career, identity. Because now it's not just about me. If my father is not doing something right, I get into krodha. Because I am getting, I have that extension of me, my father, my brother, my friend, my kid. My kid cannot be a failure. So that incompleteness, you are expanding that incompleteness with everything that you are getting attached with. And that affects your relationship, the way you parent, the way you look at your career. So all these 6 forces are interconnected. We will see this in the further sessions also, how they're interconnected and how they lead to one another. So whenever there is a desire, don't become the desire. Catch the desire before it becomes you. So you have to pause your reaction and find the first emotion. Usually the anger, which one we will be talking about tomorrow, the krodha. We think the anger is the first emotion. No, anger is the second emotion. The first emotion is something that is lack. You had some desire, something that you wanted. There is some kind of block. It didn't happen. And that leads to anger. So we tend to keep questioning, why am I getting angry? Right? But you have to always look at the root cause. The first emotion is lack, is incompleteness, is unfulfillment of something. You are expecting something and that didn't happen. So trace it backward and observe it without judgment. And whenever you see a desire, now when you trace it back, you will know what is that you are looking for. Is it like in this list? Are you looking for money, relationships, success, recognition, whatever it is? And what is that going to make you feel? More worthy, more significant? A lot of times in the relationships, we look for attention. And in the society, we look for recognition because we want to feel important, significant. If somebody is not responding to your message, you feel like, okay, this person is not giving me importance, right? So every time, look at the feeling that you are actually wanting. You're not wanting the response from the person. You're wanting the importance from the person. So always look at the feeling that you are looking for, you're wanting, and that is rooted in the incompleteness coming from the lack. So the final closing question that all of us need to ask today, whatever that you are seeking for, wanting, what is it exactly and what is it going to make me feel? So see your lack and start creating distance. The moment you start bringing awareness into it, creating distance with your mind, you will naturally get into the contentment. Because life is so beautiful. If you have just got up today and everybody around you are your people whom you love have got up, they're seeing the sunrise, they're breathing, they're healthy, you have food to eat, you have shelter, and everything is going so beautifully. we start taking life and existence for granted because our desires become more important than existence itself. Like how Sam told in the last week, life itself is God. There's nothing out there, something very big or huge frequency to look forward as to connect to the God. Life itself is God. Existence itself is God. You are God. You are not the body. You are the source of creation. You are that. The moment you recognize the divinity within you, there is a natural flow of contentment, fulfillment, the completion, the wholeness, right? So, with this understanding, friends, let us all be more content with everything that we have in life, be it challenges, be it difficulties. They are here to teach us something. They're here to make us more strong and make us realize that, yes, we are the masters of life. So contentment doesn't mean you should not have any desire at all. You can have desires without getting attached to it, without depending upon it. I can work towards something. Patriji dreamed of Dhyana Jagath. He wanted a Dhyana Jagath, but he was not obsessed with it. He worked for it. He was not attached with it. He dreamt. He built it. He loved his creation. That kind of wanting where you're not attached to any outcomes. He never owned any of the pyramids that he created. He said, you are masters, you are creating it. So the karma is not built when you don't own anything that you do, because you're doing it out of love. You're not doing it to complete yourself or make yourself feel anything. The moment I say I am doing the stillness beat program, I get attached to it. And if it is not going rightly, I get disturbed. And if I start taking all the pressure and I feel great about doing all of these things, it is a very heaviness for myself to carry it. But if I start looking at it as the opportunity given by the universe, I'm so blessed to learn and share at the same time. I am not creating any kind of karma with the desire, right? With whatever I'm doing, I already feel complete. And that's the frequency that I will spread. So let us all be content with ourselves as we are, because we are that. We are gods. We are masters. Let us not forget it. So with this, let us all intend. I request all of us to close our eyes. We shall do the 3 levels of intention. First, for ourselves. I am already complete as a soul, as a light, as love itself. I'm complete. I am enough. As I am, with all the abilities, the body, the beauty, the intelligence, everything that I'm gifted with, the way I am created, I am enough. I am a beautiful creation of the existence. And I love the way I am. All the doubts, fear, lack is of the mind. It's not me. I am the source. I am the creation. And I am the creator. I create out of love. I want everything out of love and not out of compulsion. I am unique creation of this existence, and I respect, I love the way I am. And everything that is around me is absolutely helping me. I am content for everything around me. Say thank you to the tiniest thing in your life. Say thank you. With this gratitude, let us all intend for the mega pyramid, that which will bring people out of ignorance, that which will build more awareness in people, millions of people. Let this project create heaven on Mother Earth. Let the whole of the humanity connect to its divinity and create more harmony, compassion, and peace, which is heaven. We all are heavenly beings, and everything that we have created is for our own good. We are living on the heaven, the most beautiful planet. Carry this contentment with every breath, friends. Thank you. Thank you, Sirisha. Over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prithvi, for that wonderful insights. So, there are no words to say actually. It was very, very much wonderful. Thank you, Prithvi. So, thank you all. for joining us today, and we'll see you all tomorrow at the same time. Until then, have a wonderful day ahead, friends. Bye-bye.